Good morning, dear students. I welcome you all to this video lecture. So in this video lecture we will be discussing about static electricity. So that those kind of electricity that we use for various purposes is due to the motion of charges, like the electricity that we use at home, right? To light a bulb, to run a fan, etc. is due to the motion of charges or electrons. So it is called current electricity. Now in this video lecture we shall be considering the electricity at rest or the static electricity. Okay, so if you would have remember in the first video lecture that I prepared for this module, I had told you that Thales was the one who observed electricity, right? So actually Thales had observed static electricity. So what in my static electricity is, in this static electricity the charged particles, those are electrons, they will not be moving, they'll be as stationary and they will be at rest. Okay, so here are two experiments which nicely explains how static electricity works. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is you comb your hair on a dry hair, okay, and keep a bits of paper on some desk or table, and if you would have noticed, this plastic comb rubbed with dry hair attracts small bits of paper. These bits of paper will start going up something like this. So it shows that this has got electrically charged, okay, through some static electricity. So this experiment shows how static electricity gets generated. Similarly here also, if you rub your plastic pen with wool, that is your cloth, whatever you are wearing, and you bring it near to bits of paper, you will see that they will get attracted to it. Okay, so a charged plastic pen attracts paper bits. So these two experiments shows how static electricity gets generated, or the existence of static electricity. So I hope this is clear. So now moving ahead, let us try to discuss conductors and insulators. So in this slide I will be discussing with you conductors and insulators. So in class 7 you have learned that substances such as silver, copper and aluminium, iron, brass are good conductors of electricity, right? So conductors are substances which have a large number of free electrons. Okay, why this elements or the substances will attract electricity is because since they are having a large number of free electrons, so they will allow the charges to flow, because lot of free electrons are there for the motion. Okay, so because of this they will conduct more electricity. So I hope this is clear. Now insulators on the other hand will be having very few electrons. So because of this the flow of electricity will not be there. Remember, only insulators can be charged by rubbing or by friction. The conductors cannot be charged by rubbing, because charge developed in them will flow away and will not remain with them, like the experiment that we had done in the last slide that I showed. There we are using, both of them were insulators, both of them were not conductors. I hope this is clear. Now let us try to discuss something about lightning. I think all of you are familiar with lightning. So what happens in lightning is, during thunderstorm, when a charged cloud passes over the earth, it acquires an opposite charge by induction. So during thunderstorm, when a charge of cloud passes over earth, what happens? It acquires an opposite charge by induction. A spark may occur between two oppositely charged clouds. This spark is only called your lightning. So I think most of you would have seen how lightning occurs. Okay, this is also due to your charging of two clouds only. So I hope this is clear. So with this I would like to end this video lecture. So in this video lecture we came across what they mean by static electricity. We discussed about two experiments, and also we saw what they mean by conductors and insulators, and also we gave a brief introduction about lightning. So I hope this clarifies things. So further we will be discussing ahead in the class. So thank you all of you.